Guys, and welcome to this video. We're going to be looking at Dodgeball sequel today from Deadline. So Dodgeball sequel in the works at 20th with Vince Vaughn returning. Jordan Vidina to write the script. So this is cool. I used to love that Dodgeball movie. So hilarious, so funny. Just that standout moment with the old guy who's training the Dodgeball people and he throws the wrench at the guy's head. And he says, dodge the wrench, that's just so funny. Right, so let's have a look. Exclusive. Vince Vaughn will return to star and likely produce in the sequel to his hit 2004 comedy Dodgeball, scripted by Jordan Vidina, The Binge, which is an early development at 20th Century Studios, Deadline has learned. Yeah, I'm really happy that they're remaking this, but is it too little too late? I mean, it was, 20 years ago that the other Dodgeball movie came out? While Rawson Marshall Ferber wrote and directed the original film for 20th Century Fox, it's not yet clear whether he will be involved in the sequel, and who, if not Ferber, will direct. Equally uncertain as to who will join Vaughn on screen, though there's certainly a deep bench of talent to pull from. Looking back at Dodgeball's stacked ensemble, which included Ben Stiller. Oh my god, Ben Stiller playing that elite gym owner, and he was just so eccentric and over the top and just mental. Like, it was just hilarious watching him. We don't get enough of Ben Stiller anymore. Christine Taylor, Justin Long, Stephen Root, Alan Tudyk, Joel David Moore, Chris Williams, Missy Pyle, Gary Cole, Jason Bateman, and William Shatner, as well as the late Rip Torn. A raunchy sports comedy that grossed over 168 million worldwide against a 20 million budget. That's real good. 20 million budget and 168. That's very good. That makes me wonder, like, if they made that much money, why have they not made a second one? Why did they make a second one years ago? I'm not really sure about that. 20 million budget. Ferber's Dodgeball, a true underdog story, told the story of Pete LaFleur, Vince Vaughn, and a group of misfits affiliated with his business, Average Joe's Gym. The plot centered on their entrance into a Las Vegas dodgeball tournament with a $50,000 prize on the line. In order to save their cherished institution from the onslaught of a corporate health fitness chain, Globo Gym, run by White Goodman, which was Ben Stiller. Stiller and Stuart Kornfeld served as the film's producer. Yeah, guys, if you haven't seen Dodgeball, I really recommend going to watch it. The Ben Stiller character for Globo Gym, he's like, his ego is massive. Like, he owns this massive gym, and his ego is huge, and he does all these crazy eccentric things, and the clothes that he wears as well is just ridiculous. It's so funny. It's so funny. So for those of you who haven't seen it, I'm going to throw up this clip here. This is their mentor who throws a wrench at them, tries to tell them that they have to dodge a wrench if they're going to dodge a dodgeball. So funny. So, all that's known about the sequel in terms of the plot is that it will continue the story of Vaughn's prize-winning gym owner, serving as the basis for Vidina's script in an idea from Vaughn. So it looks like Vince Vaughn is having a creative input on the movie, which is a good thing. Ferber previously addressed the possibility of expanding the world of Dodgeball either via new films or a TV show. I think that would be really interesting because if you did a TV show, each week, each Dodgeball team that they face each week could have a different theme. In the movie, when they went to the tournament, each Dodgeball team that they faced were like really different, had a different theme. So that was quite interesting. And they could take that on in a TV show, which would be really interesting, I think. In a 2021 interview with Deadline, quote, "You know what? Never say never. I never thought of Dodgeball as a TV show. And it actually might be funny, so I'm really proud of Dodgeball. It's my first film and something that people still really like, it seems. I would never say never, and it would have to be the right take on it, but yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think it would work really fun as a TV show, as I say. Every week, different Dodgeball team they fight, they go up against, and different villains of the week and stuff like that. I think it'd be quite interesting. As we were the first to tell you, Vaughn recently signed up to star along Ryan Reynolds, Jason Momoa, and Audrey Plaza in the legendary Animal Friends, an R-rated road trip adventure, combining a live-action and animated characters, which the Machine Peters Intencio will direct from the script by Kevin Burrows and Matt Midder. He also just secured a voice role in John Krasinski's If, as revealed at CinemaCon. Yeah, so it sounds pretty good, guys. Would you be up for a Dodgeball TV show? I definitely would be. The first film was absolutely just hilarious, had me in stitches. I still watch it. I watch it at least once a year. You have to, guys. If you haven't seen Dodgeball, go and do yourself a favor and watch it. You'll laugh so hard. It's just so funny. So the article goes on to say, in addition to Dodgeball, the actor, writer, and producer is best known for his work in such hit films as Freaky Hacksaw Ridge, that's very good, Hacksaw Ridge. The Internship, The Breakup, Wedding Crashers. Do yourself another favour, guys. If you haven't seen The Wedding Crashers, Owen Wilson, hilarious film. Old School and Swingers. Vaughn recently wrapped production on an Apple TV Plus drama series Bad Monkey from Ted Lasso creator Bill Lawrence, which is also set to star alongside Al Pacino, Megan Monaghan, Simon Rex in the indie drama Easy Waltz from True Detective, creator Nick Pizzolatto. I'm not going to go on to read the next part of the article. I've already read through it, guys. It's not really that much relevant to what we're talking about. So, but there are some comments at the bottom here. So let's have a look, see what people are saying. Would be better to do an Old School 2 first, then do sequels to others. Yeah, someone can disagree. If you can dodge a wrench, you might be able to dodge this movie. Someone obviously didn't like the first movie very much, but you know. The original was funny. Turning it down for today's Hollywood, where you would better not dare say anything that could be construed as offense. Yeah, that's what I said earlier, guys. The Dodgeball villain in the first movie, played by Ben Stiller, he said a few things that people might deem offensive today. I don't care about all this kind of offensive stuff, but I can understand why today's audiences might not gel with some of the stuff that he used to say. But yeah, I digress. Sure, why not? Yep. Classic film, can't wait for the new one. Let's have a look at a few of these other comments. Way too late. That's the thing, isn't it? I mean, is it way too late? I mean, they just brought out Top Gun Maverick 2. When was the first Top Gun? That was like back in the 80s. So I don't think the time period between the first movie and the sequel really matters. If the audience want it and it's a decent movie and it's written well with good characters, then it doesn't matter about the time gap between. You can make it work as far as I'm concerned. Will they allow comedy, or is this a post 2016 movie? Okay, and then there's just people arguing. We don't need to read that. Looking forward to it. Expanding the world of Dodgeball might be the saddest thing I've ever read. Yeah, another person who obviously didn't like it. And then some guy just puts cool. We'll read a couple more, guys. Would be. Oh no, it's just the same. Yeah, it's just the same. It's just the same comments again. I thought there was another page. Sorry, guys. So yeah, I throw it off to you guys. What do you think? Are you looking forward to a Dodgeball 2? Did you see the first one? What did you think of the first one? Does it get you excited for a second movie? Do you not really care? Would you rather see a TV show? Jump down in the comment section, guys. I'd love to know what you think about this whole thing. And I'll see you guys in the next one.